Hi, today we calibrate a decarent set. It will be well checked too. We need to switch it on. Okay, now it's on. Press there again in the center. Previous settings. Now we have main menu. We're going to use a bridge probe. Also, we have a different type of bridge probes. This is bigger, this is a little bit smaller, much smaller. And also absolute probe. And it can be much smaller. Absolute probes, different type. Also, we're going to use a different type of calibration hook. This is for carbon steel. Also, we have for stony steel and for aluminum. You can find that this have a little bit corrosion. It means it's carbon steel. And here is the layers what we imitate paint. One layer is 0.5 min. We have 4 layers. It means we have 2 mil. Normally we use 1 layer, 0.5 mil. Okay, now we can proceed to do some essential settings. We will press the bottom button, which serves as the menu. Then we will navigate and select the probe option, and finally press enter to confirm. We carefully check the specific probe frequency exact value. It says always on a probe. That one is from 100 to 600 kilohertz. We normally will use 100 kilohertz. Next, the very next one. We use a phase, and I personally prefer 93 to 273. However, we can now comfortably leave it at 180. If we were to put 0, the signal would indeed go down, specifically to 800. If it's 108, the signals will then go up. I can show you right now. For instance, if we were to change this value to 0, you would see the immediate effect. Also here, we choose a bridge probe. It could be absolute probe, absolute probe. We use to measure the paint, the overall product thickness. Gonna leave the bridge row. Okay, so we go back and then we go to adjust the gain. Normally, we typically use a range that depends on the specific machine, usually from around 42 to 60. At this particular moment, we are going to use 56. Okay. Here you leave like this. We go back, go to filter. Regarding the filter, we consistently use the DC300 model. Please do not change to any other alternative. And as a comprehensive summary, we can clearly see our calibration status. For the alarm system, we currently do not utilize it. And which probe we use? Okay, we go back. We go again on the main menu. We can see another settings. We leave grid 10 like that. Spot is how wide you can see the signal. Leave 22. Offset the leave value 0. Persistence. We are going to use 0.5 and 0.1, that particular one. We will be gradually rise up significantly when we perform this action, when we use absolute proportion calculation. This shows that signals is staying 0.5 seconds on the screen and disappeared. Okay, the next panel will look exactly like that. And next meaning is stones. Leave like that, 60. It's light, power, time, loading, save and alarm. Alarm we don't use. Okay, we go back in screen now. We need to take a proof. Put to press, there is one layer and press. The plus plus is a balance weight. And now if we go, you can see signal, as I mentioned, signal is going down, is much comfortable when the signal is going. Now we need to go back to menu. And all right, okay, we will go back once again, back, and now you can clearly see it steadily goes up, up, up. Okay, balance again, and now we can see now we need that. The visual signal will occupy approximately 80% of the entire display screen. You can clearly observe this here, right now. Indication 0.5 mil, 1 mil, 2 mil. We always calibrate in 1 mil. That one will be in the middle. We put one there and we calibrate, see on the screen. The visual display currently indicates that we are now operating at approximately 70% of the optimal capacity, suggesting there's still room for improvement. We have the capability to significantly increase the decibel levels to achieve a much fuller and more impactful sound experience. We can go to menu like this. We can go on a probe. No, not on a probe, on a game. And put 58. Okay, you can clearly see the signal strength. It's currently around 80%. If we go on 0.5, it's a little bit smaller signal. It's around 40%, which is a significant portion. And 2 mil, that particular amount, is around 100% of the total. But if you go, for instance, when you are scanning and you go onto the H-axis and it clearly shows a very significant signal. This age, because it's thinking that this is a crack indication, that's why you can see cracks always looks like that. More like this. If it will be 8, it's mean not crack. It's just a false signal. You will often see on the job a lot of various ADs, but the actual crack will typically be a straight signal like that. Okay, we finished with calibration. No need to do anything. Next time you just switch off, switch on, all settings are the same. You need to not forget to do balance all the time, and that's it.